Guys, I don't know if that's the start. I don't want to start every video with guys. Guys and the girl. Hello, everybody. Okay. Hi, I'm Empyrean, and this is dumbass. I wanted to find out if tablets are actually worth 1 exalt, and I bought 1,200 tablets for 1 exalt each. Some of them I managed to get for like 1 vol or 2 regals or whatever. Basically 1 exalt each. They are all either white, so they can be transmute augged, or they are blue and they have an open prefix, so we can augue them and try to get quant. I have a full tab of breach and a full tab of irradiated precursor tablets, and I will craft them and see if we can make a profit. Guys, it's finally happening. This video is sponsored by this plate. This plate is a unique metal poster that showcases art from your favorite games, movies, or artists. For example, I got a few Path of Exile 2 themed ones, like a Deadeye farming divine orbs. I know, very meta. I think they look sick though. They have over 2 million artworks available in their catalog. You've got the classics, of course, like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel stuff, Elden Ring, Witcher, Netflix shows, pretty much whatever you can think of. All these plates come with a magnet mounting system that's super easy to put up. Let's say you're renting and you don't want to drill holes to decorate your wall. This plate is the way to go. This literally took 2 minutes to install, including unboxing. Okay, look at this. You grab your divine orb, pop it on the wall. That's it. They deliver in 4 to 5 business days, so it can even work as a last-minute present if you need it fast. Use the link in the description and grab an exclusive discount for your new displate. Applies automatically at checkout, or use my code Empyrean to get up to 37% off. Thanks to Displate for sponsoring this video. I've been wanting to partner with them for a long time, so please show them that it was worth it. Maybe I'll get some more using my own code. Wait, can I do that? I spent like 3 hours buying these. It was pretty chill, but it's definitely not worth the time. You're probably better off farming, but it's just science, and I wanted to find out if you can make money crafting your tablets, or you're better off just dumping them or ignoring them. You don't have to buy this much, you know. I just want to have some decent data set, like how much quant tablets can we get from this. These are the 2 most used tablets. People use like Expedition for 3rd or Delhi for 3rd. If people Delhi their maps, then they don't use Delhi. Some people use Ritual, have higher value because they can roll a rare mod that's more expensive. But basically people just stack quant on these tablets, and so the game doesn't really give you a lot of ways to get quant on your maps, so these tablets are pretty much the only way. I'm gonna try to craft some quant tablets. You probably have a tab of tablets sitting around, so maybe this video can give you some info on like what to do with them. Let's grab some transmutes, let's grab some augs, and start painting. We're done. 1,200 almost tablets. It's worth mentioning that I have mostly bought 16 to 18 bases. As you can see, these are 16, these are 17, these are 18, but not all of them. There's a couple of lower ones, especially early on. Some of them are actually self-farmed. And then here we have 16s, 17s, and 18s mostly, right? And then there's some 15s at the end because the market actually ran out. And I will 3-to-1 these, of course, after. But first, let's find the quant. Now, we search for 7% increased quantity of items. Ooh, okay. So we got this many 7 quants. We'll pop them in a price check tab after this. Boom. What about 6% quant? There is quite a few. All right. And then what about 5% quant? I think that's our cutoff. I think 4% quants are almost worthless, maybe 2-3x. I don't know if they're worth your time listing. Let's check the precursors. 7% increased quantity of items. I don't want the boss rolls to show up here. Hopefully these are all... Yeah, nice. What about 6 quant? Ooh. That's a good amount. And what about 5 quants? Okay. Now, there's one more thing we need to search for here. And that's additional modifier, which can roll on the precursor tablets. Ooh. Oh, we got back to back. And one of them has with 3 quant as well. Okay. Additional modifier, one with 8 rarity. And the rare chest. That's kind of useless. Okay. These are good. We will check these later. At this point, the boring part begins. Because we can just 3-to-1 all of these. So all of these are basically worthless at this point. They are full of prefixes. They don't have quant. You could take out the 4 quants here and run them on some lesser juicy maps or whatever. I'm not going to bother with that. What we're going to do is walk up to our reforging bench and 3-to-1 them. 3 tablets become 1. And that is how we're going to spend our next probably 10 minutes. Don't worry about the mushroom. If you don't have this reforging bench, it's because you skipped it in the campaign. You have to go to Act 3 and you have to go to the Molten Vault. Okay, you go to the Apex of Filth, go to the Drowned City, go to the Molten Vault, go through the zone, kill the boss, and then talk to an NPC in town, and that will unlock the reforging bench. The game doesn't really tell you this well, so you just have to either know about it or... Yeah, so if you don't have this in your hideout, then you can place it in your hideout after. You have to go kill that boss in Act 3. Reminder that you can mass identify things with Doriani. If you control-click Doriani, he will identify every item in your inventory in one click, while dumping them into a new tab. Next tab. And after you're done 3-to-1ing them, you know what happens. You grab your Ogs again. Some of them are gonna be only 1 mod, so you just Og them all again. You search for quant again. And you repeat until this tab is gone. There's none. No 7%, no 6%. Wait, really? Holy, okay, this round was so bad. We didn't get a single 7 and a single 6 and a single 5. That's crazy. We got 1 4% and some 3%. Alright, good. We gotta show some bad results too. Okay. Alright, we can just look at these in the inventory. 3 quants, 4 quants. Nothing. Last 2 reforges. And we are done with the breach tablets. Rare monsters, rarity. Breach is done. Now we move on to the precursor and do the same. Alright. We're back to the 1/3 of a quad tab. Oh, good news. We lost the jewel, or we sold the jewel. Doesn't matter. Not relevant here. Let's search for 7 quant again. Quantity of items. Ooh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Nice. And then let's check for 6%. Okay, we got 3 more of those. Let's check for 5%. Got a couple of those. Now let's check for Modi. Ooh, we got Modi. We got Modi with 3 quant. Nice. Modi with 4 quant. And another Modi. Holy. I think we're actually making bank, but we'll see. Jesus Christ. All right. There is some more things to check for. I also want 10% XP. 10% increased XP. Perfect XPs are like 10x, apparently. So we pop those here. And then we're also going to be searching for 8, 9, or 10% rarity with essences. So we search for rarity of items, essence. And there's 1, which is 9%. We take that. Everything else is basically dog shit. Okay, so I have 3 to 1 everything, and we have this many good ones and this many okay ones. So now I'm going to price check and list all of these 1x on their market, and everything that I have listed is in divines, so any earnings that will come as exalts will come from the tablets. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, we made it to the price checking part. We're gonna start with 7% quant breach tablets. I'm gonna just use Exile Exchange 2, which is like Awakened PoE trade. It's a third-party program that you can use to price check things. You just do Control-Alt-D, and you go to quant, you put in 7, and maybe look at the base of the tablet, like how many maps. I'm gonna do 1 less than my tablet has. And then if it's a relevant suffix, I'm gonna tick it. Additional clasp hand is terrible, so I'm not gonna tick that. And so this tablet is 40x in demand, so this will basically instantly sell for 42, 43. So I'll do 42. I'll try to make these fast sales. I don't want to sit on these for long. I just want them out the door as fast as possible. If they don't sell, you know, within an hour, I'll just lower them by 1, 2x, and they will sell. So we'll do 42 for this. Because I know that a 16, 7 with a bad suffix is 42 now, I can just look at the rest so I don't rate limit myself by price checking like 15 items within a minute. So I'm just gonna look if there is any more 7s with a bad suffix. Like extra magic monsters is bad, and it's an even worse base. So that's probably gonna be even less. It's gonna be like a 40. So we do this for 40. So this is how I'm gonna price check them. There is some good suffixes here, like an extra rare monster, breach density, extra chance to spawn other breaches. Those are worth more. Like this is a really good one. This is a 7 with an 18 base. So these are closer to 44, 45. So we do that. And then there is a 7 with an 18 base with extra 7% chance to contain an additional breach. That one's really good. That one's closer to 70. So we'll do this for 69. You know, again, if it doesn't sell, we'll lower it until it does. So if you open your Exile Exchange settings and go to the Price Check tab, you can tick exact value instead of minus 10%, which is what the program does by default. And with this, you can instantly fill the correct 7% and don't have to do this every time. Very good, chat. Thank you, chat. Didn't know that. Oh, they're already selling. Wait, put the 5%. I guess I priced them very reasonably. They're sniping them out. Look, already sold 5. Nice. Oh my god. I can't. Okay, I'm just listing these. All the 5 ones for 4x. Dude, they are revolving out the door. The juicers are all coming in. There's at any moment there is 1 to 3 people in my hideout just browsing and buying tablets. I am pricing them very appropriately. Some last minute 5 quants. These are just 10. We'll go 9. I'll undercut myself. All right. Now we have another small tab here. These are like the other type of stuff. These don't have quant. So this is like rarity with essences, but only high roll rarity with essences. Max rarity with some essences, and max roll on the map base is like 13x. I think these will move pretty slow. I'll probably list these for like 1, 2x under, and then these might take hours to sell. But I mean, overnight they will sell for sure if you price them appropriately. Do you also pay gold fee on selling? No, you only pay gold fee on buying. 10x, let's go 9x. What if it has essence? I rate limited myself. Okay, I can't believe this didn't happen earlier. Okay, I kind of sped up towards the end here. It's my first rate limit for price checking. I can't price check for the next minute, but this is it. This is the final taps to price check, and everything else is listed or sold already. Exciting times. Guys, we're back. And we sold almost all of the tablets. And this is what we got. So I am grabbing a new currency tab real quick. And let's see how much we made. There we go. Oh. Have an order? 3,449 exalts. And there is another 640 exalts of sales in here. I already lowered these. They're already below market price. So, but these are just like the slow sales, like the extra modifier, the rogue exile. These don't revolving door out so fast. So they will sell overnight, or about 600 chaos of them will sell for sure. We made around 4,000 exalts. So how much did we spend? 1,000 exalts. I bought some of those tablets for 1 regal, 1 vol, 1x, 2 regal. Basically 1x each. It's like 1,100 and something, but some of them were a bit less. And then we 3-to-1 them, and we did all that stuff for 4,000 exalt return, 3,000 exalt profit. How long did this take? Buying them is not worth your time. This took like 3 hours of buying. That's way too much time. You can do so much better stuff during that. But if you have your own tab lying around and you don't know what to do with your tablets, this is what to do with your tablets. That part took about an hour. Checking them, price checking them, listing them, selling them, everything, all of that took about an hour. So if you have the tablets lying around, you should definitely do that. If you don't and you want to go out and buy them, then it took about 4 hours for the whole thing. 3,000 exalts over 4 hours. 750 exalts per hour. Current divine price is 157. That's 4.7 div per hour. Buying tablets for 1x each. Auging them, 3-to-1ing them, and selling them. This is for breach and irradiation. You can try this with other tablets, but this is the 2 that I've tested. Do with that information what you will. Maybe the high-end tablet price will come down after this. Maybe the low-end tablet price will go up. Who knows? That's our results. Hopefully that was fun. I probably wouldn't do this again. There's a lot of clicking, but I have a buy.